Hello everybody, today we are going to talk about health and illness. We say that someone is in good shape or fit when the person is in good health or healthy, probably because of regular physical exercise, and these people very often look physically attractive. When something goes wrong with health, people become ill or sick. We say someone falls ill, becomes ill, or someone is ill, but we don't use the word fall with the word sick. We say that someone becomes sick or someone is sick. So what is the difference between illness and sickness? Ill is a more general, more medical, so to say, adjective, and we use it when we talk about a more serious condition. And sick is used when we just feel unwell, probably because we've eaten something bad and we feel that we're going to throw up or vomit. There's another similar word, a disease, and while illness is more general, is more about your state and condition, your feeling, disease is more specific when we mean a certain dysfunction of the body, and very often when we talk about infections. Anyway, when something goes wrong, we talk about a disorder. Continuing to speak about the difference between an illness and a disease, illness is very subjective. This is how you are personally feeling, but a disease is a diagnosis based on tests and medical examination. So, a person may have a disease but not feel ill. So, some examples of what people usually call an illness are a depression, which is by the way a serious disease, anorexia, cold, and such conditions as typhoid, malaria, and heart disease are labeled as diseases. So, when people fall ill, there are usually some symptoms, and the most common type of condition is when people catch a cold or have a cold. A more serious state is called flu, which is a virus, and we say catch the flu, get the flu, or have flu, have got flu without any article. The symptoms of a cold or flu are a runny and stuffy nose, a sore throat when it's difficult to swallow, achoo, this is how we sneeze, this is how we cough. One more symptom is fatigue, is when people feel very tired and weak, unable to do anything. People may have a high temperature and a headache, which can be mild, moderate, or severe, and splitting, which means very strong. There are two similar words, pain and ache, so what is the difference? Pain is more general, it's usually stronger and more immediate, like happens suddenly. And ache is more specific, for example a toothache, a headache, it's longer lasting and dull. So more examples with the word pain. We usually say back pain, pain in my neck, or pain in the neck, which sometimes has a figurative meaning, and we use it when we talk about something we don't like. Pain in my knee. Traditionally, the word ache is used with the following: a headache, toothache, stomach ache. There are two more words which have a similar meaning, and they are hurt and sore. So we usually say I've got a sore throat. If you go to the gym and work out too hard, the next day your muscles will be sore. And if you fall off the bike, your leg may be sore, especially if you've got a wound. Hurt is a verb, and something may hurt. For example, my arm hurts, and a typical phrase, it really hurts. And we can hurt something. For example, yesterday I hurt my arm. Hurt is an irregular verb, and the three forms are hurt, hurt, hurt. Contagious diseases are spread by people, which means they are transmitted from person to person. For example, HIV, which may lead to AIDS, malaria, which is transmitted by mosquitoes, or hepatitis, some forms of which may damage the liver. One more interesting word is the word condition, which may mean a state, for example, his liver is in excellent condition, or a disease, for example, he suffers from the condition called hepatitis. The word condition is widely used in both meanings. And now let's talk about injuries. An injury is a physical harm or damage to someone's body caused by an accident or an attack, for example, a wound, and strains and sprains of legs and arms, fractures of bones, and if you hit your head against the wall, you may have a concussion. Injury symptoms are bleeding, which is blood spilling. People suffer from pain, or you may get a bruise. You can say she has a swelling in her hand, or her hand is swollen. And a very typical symptom is a headache if you have a concussion. Fortunately, people recover from diseases, but there are some stages. First, people fall ill, then they are treated, and diseases are cured. And finally, people recover from a disease. They get well or get better. So I hope you will always be healthy and you will never fall ill with any disease and you will always be happy.